Hey guys, it's Charmise Aegis from Charmed Bath and Body, and today I'm going to bring you a different type of video. It's not going to be my typical charm DIY, as you can see from the title. I will be talking about why I started my business on Etsy and what I've learned in my first year on Etsy and how I've gotten to 983 sales as of today. So, if you're interested, please continue watching and hit that like button and subscribe. So I just want to start off with a little background about me. I started making soap about 2 years ago, and I branched off into body butters and bath salts and all that type of stuff just for fun. But I started getting too much stuff, so I started giving it away. But of course, these things take money, so I can't just keep giving stuff away. Basically giving my money away. So I decided that I needed to start selling it. And then on my journey through research, I went through Shopify, Wix, all those type of websites, and because I've used them in the past, I know how they work. But I knew that I would not have like the organic traffic I needed to actually get these products moving, because I don't have a lot of people around here that know me and they would just buy my stuff just because I sell it. So I needed to find a platform like Etsy where people were already coming just to look for body butter and handmade soap and stuff like that, stuff that I made. So that's the first reason why I chose Etsy, is just because it already has people coming. So the second reason why I chose Etsy is because it was cheap. So the listings is like 20 cents, and then there's a 20-cent renewal, and then I think there's a 5% transaction fee. I can get into all the fees later in another video if you guys want that. But it was cheap, so I didn't have to spend like $30 on Shopify a month to get a few sales. Like basically they would just take the money out of the sales that I already made, which was great. The third reason why I chose Etsy is because of the ease of shipping. So I've had a couple people ask me about how I ship my products. They sell like through Facebook and Instagram, just to local people, but they want to start shipping to people further away. And they asked me like, what about PayPal? What about, I'm just like, just sell on Etsy, because they could just pay for the shipping label, and then when you get their order, the shipping label pops up, you print it out. Well, you make sure you have the right weight and dimensions and all that stuff. You print it out, slap it on the box, drop it off at the post office, or arrange a pickup. I don't have to stand in line. They all know me now. I drop off 3 times a week, so just drop it off and leave. Now I want to get into how I've gotten to the 983 sales that I've gotten to in the first year, and also what I've learned. So it's all kind of the same thing. The first thing I've learned is you need to focus on your photos, because that's the first thing people see. They just type in body butter and they see all these listings of body butter. Type in bath salt, they see 13,000 listings. So you need to stand out. You don't want to have like some dimly lit, poor quality photo, but you also don't have to like get a professional photographer or like buy a $1,000 camera. You can use your phone, and like most of my pictures come from my phone and this window, like, and then a little contact paper backdrop, or just some other Amazon type backdrop that I found for cheap. So you don't need all that extra. Really, lighting is the most important, I think. So just a good lighting source and a nice camera is fine. And then of course you also need to focus on your descriptions and your keywords. I can get into a whole video about that, but basically what I did was just make sure that I had answered all questions that they may have, like, oh, what color is this? Even though there's a picture, but some people do ask. So like, what color is this? Or how does it smell? Or how big is it? The dimensions of the product. So I try to put all that, and then of course a nice little paragraph, like, oh, relax with the, just trying to sell the product. And then with the keywords, what I did was look at the top people who were selling the product that I was selling, and look at their keywords, and then choose the ones I thought best fit my product. The next thing that I learned is that you need to ship quickly. A lot of my reviews come from me shipping so fast. Like, of course it's great quality product, but people, we live in the Amazon age, so you can order something and get it tomorrow or the next day. So of course you may not be able to ship it that fast, but you need to ship it as quick as you can, and be accurate. Really, you just need to what do they say, over promise, under, no, that's not it. under promise, over deliver, I think it is. Yeah. So that's what you need to do. So I say that it's a 3 to 5 business days. I don't take that long to ship. Because I have everything on hand, so I ship as quick as I can. And people love that. They say, thank you for the great shipping, the fast shipping, all that stuff. Another thing is you need to respond quickly. So if somebody sends you a message asking you about a certain product, you need to have your notifications on your phone on so that you can respond as quick as you can, because 9 out of 10 times when I respond right that second, they're like, oh, thank you for responding so quickly, and they buy the product because they didn't have time to go look at another product and ask somebody else. They just got their answer and bought my product. Now, this next thing may go against what you've seen in other YouTube videos or blogs about Etsy, and it could be wrong for other types of business, but it's right for my business. As you don't need to have like 60 100 listings to sell your products. I've seen when I was doing my research, and still, because I still research to this day, that you need to have 50, 60 listings just to get somewhere. Now, I have 21, I think, right now, and I usually try to stay around that. I don't really go up under 20 because I've seen that that's a good that's a good amount of products, or 10. But I think quality over quantity. Because in my business, I'm not going to make a whole bunch of types of things. Like if you make digital products, and yeah, you can just keep putting stuff out if you have the creativity for that. But I make body butter, I make bath salt, I make soap. Like that's what I do. I'm not going to force myself to make something else because I'm actually in this because I love it. Like I'm not just in it to make money. I just love what I do, and I want to continue loving what I do. So if I try to force myself to do extra, then I'm just not going to do anything at all, and I know that about myself. One thing I did in the beginning, and it was based off a video I saw that said that you need to be on Etsy. You probably won't make a sale in your first week because Etsy needs to know your series. I started my business February 15th, I think. And then the next day I had a pop-up shop, and because Etsy has the square, like where you can just pay in person, I used that. And so I did the pop-up shop, and then I got probably 10 sales from that. And then, so I got sales like organically off of Etsy from people I didn't even know the next day. So I don't know if that helped, but I'm going to say it helped. So another thing that's helped me get as far as I've gotten is promoting on Facebook. I did not get a lot of sales off of people I know, but I did get a couple, and they share my post. Even if they don't have money, they just share the post and somebody else buys it, which is great and gets my Etsy out there to other people. So yeah, you need to promote yourself. It's not just on Etsy. Like you don't want to just leave your business on Etsy. Even though it was a hobby, I still had all this stuff, so it needed to go, whether it was to Minnesota or down the street. I wanted to sell it, so I promoted near and far, basically. But the one thing I did not do, which I will try this year, I did not do promoted listings because I made the mistake of not treating this like a business. Well, I don't want to say mistake, but I didn't treat it like a business at first. It was just my hobby. And then I was like, oh, okay, if it sells, it sells. And then it started selling. I was like, wait a minute. I need to know more about Etsy and how to get more sales. But yeah, I did not do promoted listings. But at this point with my keywords and how many times people have bought like my mask and the bath salt tubes, I think they both come up first when you type up clay mask or bath salt. That'll be the first listing as of today anyway. I don't know about tomorrow, but yeah. So that's also going back to focus on your description and your photos. All right, so the last thing I would say is really just to treat this as a business and not just a hobby. Because of course, if you've come across my video, then you're probably researching Etsy and want to sell on Etsy and want to make money on Etsy. So treat it as a business and be consistent with it. If I was more consistent, then I would have gotten much further with my Etsy by now. 983 sales. I did not think that I would even probably sell 100 of my products in the first year. But so it's amazing, and I'm so blessed, but I know that I can do better, and I will do better, because I will be consistent. So I will consistently post on my Instagram, on my Facebook page, on here, just putting myself out there and updating my listings. Tomorrow I'm editing my new photos and putting them up on my Etsy, just because I know that these photos look better than the last photos. So just keep pushing and just get to where you need to be. And that's all I can really say. So if you've come this far, thank you so much for watching my video, and please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know, because I can tell you more mistakes that I've made and more tips or in-depth videos about Etsy. So thanks for watching.